Hello guys, my name is Jaybur and thank you for clicking on to this video. If you know me, you know that I'm a big lover of Counter-Strike and everything about it. I've been sort of following the scene for the last 15 years as well as playing it on and off. I've played 1.6, Source, CSGO, and even when it was about for a little bit, Pro Mod, which was the precursor to CSGO. So what we're going to get into today is my 5 favourite professional players of all time. Now there's a little disclaimer here. These are my opinions only. I've not been influenced by anyone. So if you think I'm right or you think I'm wrong, put your suggestions down below and I'll read them and endeavour to get back to them. So without further ado, let's get into the video. 5 is nothing. Nope, I don't mean empty space, I mean nothing that played for Cloud9. The reason why I like him so much is because he is a great lover of the game. He started off winning his first LAN at 10 years old. Yes people, 10 years old. He was signed by Evil Geniuses in March 2008 and he achieved the Esports Player of the Year for 2008 and 2009. His impeccable game sense coupled with his precise aim has earned him a vast array of awards and majors, with his most popular coming with the Cloud9 team where he played with Shroud. Stepping back from the professional CSGO scene, Nothing has been making instructional videos on YouTube for the budding young players of today. At the moment, Nothing is streaming on Twitch games like Valorant, CSGO, and is even garnering a good audience. And actually in the last couple of years he stood in a couple of times for the likes of Complexity Gaming. Next on the list is an active player that is around now. It is the AWP master himself, Simple. Simple was born in Kiev and started playing Counter-Strike 1.6 at the age of 4. After it was recommended to him by his brother, who was playing it a lot more, Simple joined his first organisation in 2014 and they were called Land Dodgers. But later that year, Hellraisers, who are a much larger organisation, actually signed him up to a more lucrative contract. Simple hasn't been shy of controversy in the past, as in 2015 he was actually removed from the Hellraisers roster for making disparaging comments about German players. Also that year he was banned for cheating on Counter-Strike 1.6, although this is disputed. That ban was later extended as he was found to be trying to evade the ban. Since then he has racked up a lot of accolades and majors. Simple is a very passionate player and has been branded as toxic and rude by other players in the past. However, since then Simple has reinvented himself and was signed by Navi in 2016, where he went on to have the best years of his playing career so far. Who knows, he might go on to be one of the best of all time, and he cemented himself as one of the best players of the current era. Number 3 is Spawn. Now if you're of an age where you're able to take in back then the CS scene, you'd know how much of a special player Spawn was. He was born in 1985 in Mogadishu in Somalia, and at an early age he moved to Sweden. He is considered one of the early pioneers of professional Counter-Strike, playing in such rosters that included Heaton, Forest and Get Right. He got into Counter-Strike when he was young, and he's in fact the younger brother of an old CS 1.6 professional, Megaton. Compared to the other pros around today and others on this list, he had a relatively short career. He mainly played for SK Gaming with such greats as Potty and Heaton, and he was part of the squads that dominated the scene between 2003 and 2006. When he retired from Counter-Strike professionally, he was still considered at his peak, so he actually went out on top. And he is also responsible for one of the greatest attempted ninja defuses of all time, as you can see in this clip.
To a 4-on-2 situation, bomb planted inside that CT spawn bomb site. Wally on to Fisker, all left up to one member of SK. He's got that in 4. Does he not see? Does he? He's allowing them not to know that he's there. As it is, he's gonna go. We're gonna look.
Oh my God!
Spawn plays it smart. He's gonna be able to sneak right in there. He's working his way in there. Here comes the defuse. He's gonna get it. He's waiting for it. He's getting his big shot. No!
Number 2 on this list is Shroud. Now, if you have been around the Twitch scene lately, the Counter-Strike professional scene lately, you will know who Shroud is. Shroud is one of them players that is a jack of all trades, or a jack of all games. He started his CSGO career in 2013 at a team called Slow Motion, and he played for other teams until 2014 when he was brought in as a stand-in for Complexity Gaming. Later that year, in August of 2014, he was signed to Cloud9, who are arguably the best North American team of the last decade. He played with the likes of Stewie 2K, Nothing, and he was in that squad that lit up the North American scene for about 4 years. He was seen as cool under pressure and blessed with insane aim, which he then transferred over to PUBG, to Valorant, and to Apex Legends, and even Warzone. After he retired in 2018, he turned his attention to streaming and content creation full time. In October of 2019, he signed with Mixer, a lucrative contract that took him over there. However, earlier on this year in June, Mixer shut down and he made his triumphant return to Twitch, where at the peak of in his return stream he had garnered 516,000 concurrent viewers, and that is more than Ninja's return and more than Dr. Disrespect's return. Put some respect on his name. In all sports, you get what is called the GOAT player. In basketball, before you had LeBron James, there was Kobe Bryant. In football, soccer, before Lionel Messi, you had Diego Maradona. And in Counter-Strike, before you had Get Right and Forrest, you had Heaton. Arguably the best player of all time. Heaton's first passion was ice hockey, but unfortunately an injury put an end to that career. One of his friends actually recommended Counter-Strike to him, and in 2001 he won the CPL World Championship with the original lineup of a small team called Ninjas in Pajamas. I wonder where they went. This original roster was then snapped up by another organisation called SK Gaming, who dominated the scene between 2003 and 2006. They won majors such as CPL Winter 2003, DreamHack Summer 2006, and the World Cyber Games in 2003, which was major for the time. In September 2007, Heaton stepped away from competition actively and decided to become a coach for Nip full time, and he was nurturing the likes of great young talents such as Get Right and Forrest. In the short-lived CGS series, Heaton was the general manager of the Stockholm Magnetic team, but of course, as you know, the CGS series sort of died a death about a month later. These days, Heaton is a commentator with other legend Potty for the minor Swedish league Svenska Elitserien. When I'm asked who my favourite player of all time is, there is no question whatsoever. It's Heaton, through and through. It's my top 5 pro CS players of all time. What are yours? Put it down below in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a like and please hit the subscribe button with notification bells on. It helps the algorithm. And yeah, and if you want to see me stream on Twitch, link is down below, twitch.tv/Jaybur. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.